Coming up, a huge milestone for the Tide, tearing down the past to make way for a better future. And the tall ships are coming. We'll tell you how to find out everything you'll need to know for Opsail. These and more good news stories from across the Mermaid City on Norfolk News Now.
You know, in a year and a half, you won't recognize Ford's Corner. We've made a lot of progress. We've taken down blighted properties over here in Denby Park. We've convinced that we're working with Bon Secours. I know they have some people to stay here and build a state-of-the-art, smaller hospital, an office building. Norfolk Collegiate believes in us. They've got an $8 or $9 million fine arts center. We've done a lot, but we'd never consider, or I would never consider this a success, and I know the citizens have never considered what we've done a success until we fix the business district.
A big fix in the form of what will be Norfolk's second Harris Teeter. The 53,000 square foot grocery store will sit in the Suburban Park Shopping Center, which is owned by Chris Perry and Suburban Asset Management.
My grandfather bought this shopping center on a handshake. Only the promise he made was to close the deal in 2 weeks. But true to his word, he did just that. You know, those values have carried forward to my generation. So when we sought to redevelop this site, we looked for an anchor tenant that shared my family and company's set of values that were rooted in honesty, integrity, and serving our community. So I can tell you with 100% confidence that we found that partner in Harris Teeter.
The Harris Teeter is expected to open in 2014. For Norfolk News Now, I'm John Linka.
1 million rides on the Tide. Norfolk Mayor Paul Frame and Hampton Roads Transit President and CEO William Harrell were on hand last month to mark a huge milestone. 1 million passenger rides have been made around the Mermaid City on the Tide since it opened 8 months ago. The historic occasion happened about 5 months ahead of original projections. Officials originally expected the light rail system to carry about 2,900 passengers each day, but HRT claims that ridership is actually about 4,900 passengers each weekday. Mayor Frame noted operations costs are about 11% less than had been projected and called the project a resounding success.
Even at $318, it is the least expensive light rail system built on a per mile basis in recent times in the country, so we got great value for our investment. Work week ridership has averaged 4,800 a day. That's during the work week. That's far exceeding the original FTA projections of 2,900, improving light rail to be a viable transportation alternative.
The mayor, Harrell, and executive director of the Department of Rail and Public Transportation, Thelma Drake, marked the historic 1 millionth ride at a ceremony at the MacArthur Square Station. It was community conversation time once again in late April, but this time the city wanted your input on a new bus transfer facility. Our man John Linka was there to bring you the conversation.
What do Norfolk residents think of the current Cedar Grove bus station?
Dangerous. The Wild Wild West. The situation is deplorable at Cedar Grove.
The city of Norfolk agrees.
Cedar Grove has some significant environmental constraints. It's essentially a parking lot paved over top of a fly ash site.
And we definitely want to have Cedar Grove as soon as possible.
Cedar Grove as a bus transfer facility is unacceptable for a world-class city like Norfolk.
So a recent community conversation was held to talk about a new station.
I like the idea of a nice new facility for the people who avail themselves of the buses.
We're here to actually listen to you.
We're here to hear from the public to find out what they think, where it ought to be, what it ought to be, and how it ought to be done. We've done some preliminary analysis. Staff looked at 9 different locations over the last 6 months. In doing the staff analysis, we found one site, the so-called Freemason block, that seems to meet all of the criteria.
This is the site we're talking about when we say the site. This is the Freemason site.
The Freemason site is the site of the former ABC store on St. Paul's Boulevard, just south of Fire Station Number 1. That location worked for some at the meeting.
My personal thing is Freemason because it's near the mall and PCC and all that.
But not all.
I understand the need to provide a safe location for bus ridership. However, as a citizen, a resident who lives right across the street from the proposed site plan, I'm not in favor of its being right there.
The other location that got lots of talk? Harbor Park.
Drop it on the east side of the baseball park. People could take the ferry, people could take the train, people could take the bus, people could take light rail.
Most of the groups said Harbor Park to the link to ferry, high-speed rail, and track.
Yes, most of the group, but not all.
The other issue we run into down here is when you got a baseball game, gridlock. You can't get the buses in and out.
Right, sure. I've got you.
Wherever it goes, it will need amenities.
Properly maintained restrooms, maybe a small retail, for example, a coffee shop.
Bathrooms, ticket vending machines like one Newport News, a Hampton, or at Tide stations. And you get schedules right at the center instead of going to the HRT office.
Visibility, clear glass. Are we looking for red brick and traditional, anything?
We're not looking for ugly.
Exactly.
There were as many opinions as there were people who showed up.
Everybody has their own opinion and it's absolutely valid.
But that was the idea in the beginning stages of figuring out the who's and what's of a new bus transfer station.
That's why we want to do a real serious job and get something that works for the communities, works for the downtown, and works for the transit riders and the operators safely, efficiently, effectively.
Eventually, we have to make a recommendation to City Council, and once we make that recommendation to City Council and they decide what to do, the next steps will follow thereafter. The longer we're at Cedar Grove, the worse it is, and so the goal is to try to have something in the 2013-2014 timeframe up and operational.
For Norfolk News Now, I'm John Linka.
Wondering why the lights are out at the downtown main library? Don't worry, it's a good thing. City officials, Norfolk Public Library staff, members of the Slover Library Foundation, and representatives of the Batten family were all on hand last month to officially kick off construction of a new state-of-the-art main library. The dignitaries held a groundbreaking ceremony for the Colonel Samuel L. Slover Memorial Main Library on April 26. The new library is a $64 million venture that will be built next to and join with the existing building.
Features of the new building include a forum for public gatherings and events, a rooftop terrace, a glass showcase, a public meeting space. It will, in fact, be a center of culture and learning. I can promise you that the Slover Library is going to be a place where young and old alike will feel welcome. It will be a regional destination, alive with activity. It will offer new ways to explore the world through the creative use of cutting-edge technology. And it will be a regional research center for Hampton Roads history and genealogy.
Funding for the project comes mainly from a $40 million donation from the Batten family. The city contributed $20 million, and citizens of Hampton Roads raised another $4 million.
I know that this will be a library that people all over the country will talk about and come to visit. So that when people ask, well, where should we go to see a great library and to experience a great library, people will say, you need to go to Norfolk because they do a library right.
After the groundbreaking, attendees got a sneak preview of things to come, with a look at some of the touchscreen technology that will be part of the new library. Archer Western contractors will build the new library. Construction will start this summer and is expected to be completed in late 2014. The Community Services Board has a new leader at the helm. Sarah Page Fuller was named the interim executive director during the CSB's April meeting. Fuller has nearly a quarter-century of experience providing and administering mental health, homeless, and housing programs. She will continue in her current role as the director of the Office to End Homelessness. She has held that position since 2009. Her past experience includes a decade as a primary outreach worker and service provider with the CSB from 1994 to 2004. She has also worked as a grant administrator for the Projects for Assistance for the Transition from Homelessness or PATH program. Mayor Frame, council members Wynn and Williams were on hand last month when crews tore down the first of 7 apartment buildings in Denby Park. The demolition marks the start of an effort to build safe, healthy neighborhoods for current and future residents.
In combination with other recent activity and announcements for improvements in the Ward's Corner area, we believe that momentum is building towards the true revitalization of this valuable and strategic part of our city.
City Council and the Ward's Corner Task Force partnered on the need to acquire the Denby Park property. Council appropriated funds over the past 2 years to purchase the $2.7 million land. The buildings being demolished are in the 300 block of San Antonio Boulevard.
We hope to get it to have enough area eventually to get upscale or retail or commercial development here. This is one of the highest traveled intersections in the city, least developed. This is a prime spot for people to live, work, and play. So this is a huge day for the people in Ward's Corner and Denby Park.
As my colleague Barclay Wynn said, there is more to come, and we're just looking for great and wonderful things from the Ward's Corner and Denby Park area.
In Norfolk's continuing effort to end homelessness, the Mermaid City recently took part in a new initiative, 1,000 Homes for 1,000 Virginians. The Triple N's John Linka explains.
So we're tracking where people are.
Why are a few dozen volunteers meeting up at 4 a.m.?
You're going to have a map.
And why are they combing the streets looking for Norfolk's homeless?
It just ripped my heart out. I can't stand it. We'll be going out to a dinner, coming out from a nice restaurant, and I can't even finish what's on my plate, and there's 10 people sitting across the street that are starving to death. And I can't do anything about it, and it just kills me.
Elaine and other volunteers from throughout Norfolk are doing something about it as part of the 1,000 Homes for 1,000 Virginians campaign.
1,000 Homes for 1,000 Virginians campaign is a local effort to house the most medically vulnerable folks in our communities, to make sure that priority is placed on those folks who are likely to die outside based on several medical factors.
43% of the people that we meet are going to be at high risk of dying on the street. So if we can figure out who those people are, especially, and get them the help that they need and get them off the street, then that's just a win-win for everybody.
Some of these spots I know about.
A volunteer named Henry has a pretty good idea where to look.
Just the backside over here?
That's because he used to be homeless himself.
I was out here for 2 years, and some of these spots I know. I've been there, and it helps me remember where I came from. And I've been blessed, and it's my way of giving back.
It didn't take long for Henry to find a man named Charlie, sleeping next to a church generator to keep warm.
Good morning. How are you? Yeah, I know. I'm with 1,000 Homes for 1,000 Virginians. And I'd just like to wondering if you would do a little survey with me. I'm going to read off a couple things to you, and you tell me yes or no if you've had these.
The personal and medical surveys will give caseworkers information about who is in the most immediate need of supportive housing and a way to find them when that housing becomes available.
I became homeless in 2017. Because of my substance abuse problems. Not only that, but because I lost my apartment.
Okay, just a few more questions. We're almost done, okay?
While Henry and the volunteers are taking information in, they're also giving it out.
Has anybody told you about Project Homeless Connect over at the Scope?
Yes.
Wednesday?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
That is this, Project Homeless Connect in the bowels of Norfolk Scope, where twice a year, hundreds of volunteers give Norfolk's homeless a variety of free services like dental care, medical care, and even haircuts. With a new twist this time.
It's also the first time in history that we have done a joint Project Homeless Connect with Norfolk, Virginia Beach, and Chesapeake. Isn't that cool?
Since our last event in September, we've provided homes to 16 of our Project Homeless guests through Housing First and SRO programs, ending a collective amount of 79 years of chronic homelessness.
One person who is hoping to be added to that list, you guessed it, Charlie, who was at Project Homeless Connect, applying for housing.
Being homeless on the street is terrible because of the weather conditions, and it's just it's terrible. It mean the world to me. I mean, really, that would really mean the world to me.
For Norfolk News Now, I'm John Linka.
Two auto companies are ponying up big bucks to help fund the renovations at the MacArthur Memorial Visitor Center. Hyundai Motor Group and Kia Motors are donating $50,000 each toward the $6 million price tag. The companies are joining with the General Douglas MacArthur Foundation to bring to life the legacy of the five-star general and the troops who served with him to protect American and Korean freedom during the Korean War. The foundation has raised just under $5 million for the project. The renovated visitor center will house a changing exhibit space, a multimedia theater, and a great hall. It will also feature an exterior story wall made of 9 glass panels that chronicle America's war history from the Civil War through the Korean War.
General MacArthur's mother, as many of you know, Mary Pickering Hardy, was born in Norfolk. And the general always had a strong affection for our city. And it was through the foresight of Norfolk's community leaders, former Mayor Roy Martin one of them, that funds were raised to restore this building. This was a former courthouse, to become the repository of the general's memorabilia and papers, and as the final resting place for him and then his wife Jean. We are proud to be the site of the general's final resting place and proud of our connection to one of the nation's greatest military leaders.
Renovations are expected to be complete later this summer. A formal dedication ceremony is planned for the fall. When we come back, OpSale makes a majestic return to the Port of Virginia. Plus, summertime means plenty of time in the water. We'll tell you how you can keep your little ones water aware. And celebrating the power of 2 wheels, Norfolk Bike Month is back and better.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Hello.
Chrissy, hey.
Hey, Alex.
How are you?
Alex? Alex? Oh. Hello. I'm Mrs. Garcia. We've heard a lot about you. He is cute. Stop.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
I'm Jeremy Call, and I made suction tires. Wait, what? Wait. I used a rivet gun to connect the suction cups, and then I just connected it to the tire. I got the idea from an octopus because of the suction cups, and I don't know.
Anything's possible. Keep thinking. Get started on your invention at inventnow.org.
Welcome back to the Triple N. It's down to the finishing touches. On June 1st, the tall ships participating in OpSale 2012 will sail into the Port of Virginia for 2 weeks. An impressive fleet of tall ships, Navy vessels, and military warships from around the world will converge on the Norfolk waterfront in an unparalleled spectacle. The event also commemorates the bicentennial of the War of 1812 and the pinning of the Star-Spangled Banner. Beyond the sheer majesty, the event aims to inspire patriotism and encourage interest in American maritime history and heritage. The event is also expected to bring a major economic boom to the area. For all the latest information about OpSale 2012, including event schedules, maps, and more, visit OpSale2012Virginia.com. Keep Norfolk Beautiful is inviting volunteers to improve the quality of life in Norfolk and show pride in their neighborhood by helping to clean up litter-strewn streets and waterways and beautify public spaces. It's all part of Keep America Beautiful's Great American Cleanup.
We have about 46 groups across the entire city doing cleanups and beautification. Here specifically at Burrard Park, I have Whibley Island crew. We're going to do a challenge site, which is in the bushes, in a what we call transient area, where we have a lot of compounded litter all together. And then on the other side of the park is family friendly. So out in the open spaces, kids can help do the cleanup. So we expect to have about 100 volunteers out here today.
Keep America Beautiful is the largest annual community improvement program in the nation. It runs from March through June 2nd. Last year in Norfolk alone, nearly 6,000 volunteers collected over 174,000 pounds of litter from our city's waterways, shorelines, green spaces, and roadsides. For a complete list of events in Norfolk or to find out how you can get involved, visit norfolkbeautiful.org. April 1st is April Fool's Day, but the city of Norfolk also celebrated something very unique to the area, April Fool's Day. What's that all about? Well, Mr. Lincoln wanted to know too.
No matter where you go in Norfolk, chances are you're pretty close to some kind of water. And too many times, both kids and adults have drowned in these waters simply because they do not know how to swim. Well, the city of Norfolk is out to change that. Kids were making a splash at the Huntersville Recreation Center on April Fool's Day.
The kids were definitely excited. You can see their smiles on their face. Definitely is a hot day outside, so they were excited about the opportunity to get into some water.
But it wasn't just about having fun. There was a bigger task at hand.
Go under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. Good job.
Teaching kids how to swim and be safe in and around the water. It was Norfolk's American Red Cross Water Safety Day for children.
Learning to swim should be like learning to read, especially in a town such as Norfolk. And there's a high drowning rate nationwide for small children. In fact, it's usually number 2 or 3 nationwide for accidental deaths for children, and right behind motor vehicle accidents. So it's important here, it's important everywhere.
These 5 to 14-year-olds learned everything from basic swimming lessons to how to wear and be safe with life jackets in the water. And they got to try their hands and paddles at canoeing.
If you see like other people at the beach and then they're drowning, then you can go in the water and save them.
They even had a chance to learn about CPR.
So what we're doing is compressions only CPR. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Give me some.
And the Norfolk Police Dive Team.
We have masks that allow us to talk under the water.
Talking under the water is great, but surviving in it is the key for these kids, which is great to hear for parents like Manal and his young daughter.
Because she's scared to get underwater. You know, she's not a problem in the shower, but, you know, this is breaking her, you know.
For Norfolk News Now, I'm John Linko.
Just a few more weeks left in the school year. It's time to start making summer camp plans. The Department of Recreation, Parks, and Open Space has a variety of summer camps available for kids as young as 3 through 19. Day-long camps are held at rec centers around the city. Registration is done by lottery. Parents or guardians can get a lottery ticket for the camp session starting at 8 a.m. on Saturday, May 19th at the center where their child will attend. The lottery drawing is held promptly at 8:30 a.m. Besides the day camps, the city offers a wide variety of specialty camps, including music, aquatics, teen travels, technology, and therapeutic recreation. Many of these camps are free or only a small fee. For a complete list of camps and dates, check out the Summer Camp Guide by visiting our website at norfolk.gov/RPOS and choosing the guide icon from the bottom of the page, or just give them a call at 441-2400. Norfolk is a thriving port city, rich with diverse culture, history, and various artistic experiences. Now more than ever, public art is transforming where we live, work, and play. The Triple N's Lori Crouch explains why public art is worth every penny.
Outside the Norview Community Center sits the Storyteller, and it serves a very specific purpose.
We can climb on that, and here.
So high, it's almost like touching, well, you know what.
You can see the whole view.
Even these young eyes know art when they see it.
When the builders make it, they had make sure the eyes and the nose and everything good so it won't melt.
The story of Norview, a snapshot of Norfolk.
Hopefully there's enough art that you don't have to care about every single one or like every single piece, but you understand that in Norfolk we are trying to be enlightened.
The first steps to turn Norfolk's landscape into a canvas for public art began in 2006. The city mirrored hundreds of localities nationwide by capturing 1% of any city capital improvement project, more than $500,000 for the design and installation of public art. The process relies heavily on community involvement to ensure each piece is unique and a reflection of an area where it sits. With more than 30 pieces around the city, art is turning up everywhere and on everything, like parking garages, thanks to a summer program pairing students with artists from all over.
The one right outside the mayor's office on Bush Street, those ceramic murals that are, that was a summer, and we went to Booker T and used their kiln and their clay room. And
oh, I like this one. These are the faces of the Ingleside Light Rail Station. and students at the Governor's School for the Arts created the glass panels from self-portraits of second grade Ingleside Elementary students. The instructions were simple.
We got in the groups and we asked them questions about how they felt about their neighborhood and what makes their home special.
Portrait of a community created by its youngest residents and immortalized by those just now experiencing the world around them.
It's just a good feeling to know that I took part in something in the public and that other people can enjoy it when they're driving past the light rail, and to know that I had part in that, that's really cool to me.
It's like taking a dive into the future, overcoming past fears, and just diving into something great.
Betty Potts sees great things for her neighborhood when the new Southside Aquatic Center is finished.
We're thinking about doing something with that landfill over there, making a walking trail for people, trying to put some art pieces back there.
But it's in front, where dirt sits now, that will define what's to come.
So he wanted to portray a woman diving. And so I just posed as a woman diving into water, and that's pretty much it.
Potts doesn't know what the art will look like yet, but as someone who learned how to swim late in life, she knows what it means.
Art is a sign of hope. It gives, this is something beautiful. If we had a community or a city or a country without art, just think about how gloomy it would be.
From the obvious to a glimpse of what's to come.
The big Waterside Drive project that we're getting ready to do, we're looking at it as a real transitional point from big traffic off the interstate to now you're in downtown Norfolk. Slow down, love us.
Public art, connecting communities, unique statements of who we are and what we aspire to be.
It's so fun that we could be on TV. And everybody can have fun climbing on all the stuff.
Just go to www.norfolk.gov to find all the locations of public art throughout the city and see for yourself just how these amazing pieces of art enhance the city we call home. For Norfolk News Now, I'm Lori Crouch.
Norfolk is proud to be taking part in National Bike Month. Communities all over the country remind residents of the benefits and joys of getting around on two wheels during the month of May. To help celebrate, the city is sponsoring rides and events in communities all around town. Most of the rides and events will feature giveaways, bike safety demonstrations, and bike permitting by NPD. And if you are one of the first 500 people to pre-register for a community ride online, you'll get a free Norfolk Bike Month t-shirt. If the prizes and discounts to local retailers isn't enough, consider that cycling is environmentally friendly, economical, and one of the best ways to get or stay in shape. For a schedule of community rides and other Bike Month information, visit NorfolkBikeMonth.com. Well, that wraps up the May edition of Norfolk News Now on the Triple N. Thanks for watching Norfolk's Neighborhood Network. For all things Norfolk, I'm Karen Parker Chesson with the Norfolk Police Department. Take care of yourself and your city and celebrate life daily.